I'm going to show you guys how to build a crypto portfolio like a millionaire. And I want to thank all of our subscribers and viewers for helping us reach 25,000. 50K and 100K subscribers is next. We're giving away $50 in crypto to 5 lucky commenters, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and then comment for your chance to win some crypto. So the crypto market is just heating up. Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs, Ethereum is rallying, and the altcoin wave is just upon us. And I want to ask you guys, how is your portfolio structured? Are you guys ready for the bull run? We are going to cover how to structure a sound crypto portfolio, the strategies and risk strategies you should be implementing, and all the tools to track everything. Let's dive right into it. Bitcoin dominance has been on a huge run up since 2023 for approximately 943 days. And historically, when BTC cools off, we see a huge alt season. And I'm going to show you guys the path to alt season. Phase 1, you have the flow of money moving into Bitcoin, causing price surges, and Bitcoin recently just broke its all-time high. Next, you have money flows in Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. The Ethereum graph is crazy. It's running up insanely over the last few days. Phase 2, you have Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening, which has never happened to date, but that conversation always gets sparked up again. Money is starting to trickle into large caps, where we see large buys happening. And we're going to go over the perfect portfolio, what percentages you should put in Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, altcoins, and all of that great stuff. You have phase 3, which is Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and large caps are going parabolic. Regardless of market cap, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having pumps. And then last but not least, alt season is what you guys have been waiting for. Large caps have gone full vertical and we're seeing blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it seems every coin is going parabolic, and this is what I call easy mode. So you guys have heard, preserving your capital. These are the winners in markets, because when these easy modes come, then it's time to play ball. You're going to get into pretty much anything that's just going to go upwards, and you're going to feel like you're smart, like everything you do is right, and that's the market that you want to kind of go all in. And let's dive into building the perfect portfolio, these structures, and we could call them buckets. And I'll explain why we do so. Let's dive into building a sound portfolio like a crypto millionaire, the moment you guys have been waiting for, and we can refer to these different sectors of our portfolio as buckets, because when you are building your portfolio, at some point these buckets might overfill with water, and some might have less water than others. Let's say you are building your number one largest position, which is going to be Bitcoin. And a lot of people hate on Bitcoin because they think that the gains are done for, and they think that they need to put their money into an asset that is going to 10 or 100 or even 1,000x. And I'm going to go over why that might not be the smartest case. And what we're going to do is we're going to allocate 50% into Bitcoin. I mean, if you understand what Bitcoin is and where Bitcoin is going, it will hit $1 million. That's approximately 1,000% from here. Your goal should be stacking as much sats as possible. And from the profits from your other buckets, you will start to pour into Bitcoin. And let's say Bitcoin starts exploding and you have more than 50% of your portfolio into Bitcoin, then you could start pouring it into your other buckets. Let's say bucket number 2, which is going to be large caps. And I didn't put Ethereum with bucket number 1 because fundamentally they're two different coins, and I think Ethereum is actually more suitable in large cap coins. So this will be number 2. And large cap coins are coins that, and we'll go large cap, and that's 25% of your portfolio. And large cap coins are coins that are trading over $500 million. So let's go over 500 million. And I apologize for my writing, and I might not be the prettiest, but 500 million plus. And these coins consist of L1s, L2s, infrastructure type coins like we saw Pump just launch, Hype is doing amazing, Hyperliquid. So coins that are trading over $500 million, and you can easily come here approximately the top 100 coins on CoinMarketCap. So you can see actually there's a little bit more than 100, but this is trading the number 100th coin, Tezos, at about $690 million. So if we look at page 2, you can see approximately 125 coins trading above $500 million. So that's what would fall into our large cap coins. And if you want a video on what exact coins we're buying and how we have our portfolio actually set up, that's going to be coming next. So this one would be Midcap, and the reason we're splitting this up is because you never want to go all in on one token. For example, let's say the token rugged, the team disappeared, the token got hacked, the platform got hacked. There is so many different variables that you don't want to risk all your hard-earned money that you work hard for into one sole project, unless there's an exception here, unless it's in Bitcoin. You could be a Bitcoin maxi, you could have all of your wealth into Bitcoin, and we could touch on that at the end of the video because you can't go wrong doing so. Bitcoin, year after year on a 4-year horizon, has given 100% returns. It is the strongest asset, strongest performing asset in the world, and you can't ignore that. Hedge funds, VCs aren't ignoring it. They're allocating more than 1%, up to 20% of their portfolios into crypto now. So Midcap coins, we're going to allocate 15%, and these are coins trading at 100 million plus. And there are a ton of coins that are stuck in the 100 million to 500 million range. This is when you can size up, not as large as the large cap, of course, but you can size up a decent amount, and this portfolio works regardless of the amount of money you have. You have $1,000, it works. You have $50,000, it works. You have $10 million, it works. And it's a really round, sound portfolio, and we've kind of used this for quite some time now, and it has worked amazingly. And I'll go into the high risk, which you're probably waiting for, but these are more so mid-cap coins, narrative-driven tokens. They could be like AI, DPIN, RWA, infrastructure, type of tokens that have caught attraction, are following a narrative, have some hype and community around them, but they just haven't gotten to the large cap stage, and they're still working their way up. Maybe it's a new team, platform, DApp, whatever it is. They have a lot of growth. The RR is nice there because from 100 million, if it's holding that support, that huge psychological number, it could reach to 500 million, 5x, and even $1 billion, giving you a clean 10x trade from $100 million. Number 4 is going to be, as you guessed, high risk. So high risk is falls into like meme coins, small cap tokens, and this can go, I know there's a huge spread from 100 million, so even with mid cap, let's do it as 50 million actually. So that'll give you a clean 10x to 500 million. So let's go to the eraser right here. We're going to erase that, and we're going to put $50 million. That's a little better in my opinion. So $50 million for mid cap and above all the way to 500. And then high risk is 10% of your portfolio. Now, I heard this saying from a respected trader, and I'm just paraphrasing here, but people always ask me, hey, look, I have $1,000, I have $100. Why don't I just put it all into like a meme coin or a high risk coin? And don't get me wrong, there's meme coins that are trading above $500 million, that are above $50 million, and they would be more appropriately categorized in these sections. So large cap, mid cap. These are the new meme coins that are coming out, 100K market cap. And what we're going to do is 10%, and this is anywhere from under 50 million. And you could be as degen as you want and go into 50K, 500K, 5 million, because the risk is it's relative at those prices. Like one day you could wake up and everything could be gone. The dev could sell everything. There could be a hack in the protocol. The team could disappear. They could be anonymous. So many variables that you could not be aware of. And for example, as I mentioned, the trader that I was talking about mentioned something very interesting to me that I've never forgotten. If you can take 10% of your portfolio, or if you can take one and turn it into two, why do you think you're going to be able to take 100% of your portfolio and turn it into 200%? You need to know what you're doing. You need to be experienced, and an experienced trader is not going to go all in every single time. You're going to get wiped out. Just statistically looking at the meme coin success, less than 1% of them succeed, right? So why do you think you're going to get 100% win rate? It's not possible. Also, this is extremely important to build the habit of building a portfolio, allocating 50% to Bitcoin, and then whatever you do after that is up to you. Because if you don't follow structure and build the habit, you'll never build a sustainable portfolio. Maybe for a little bit, and then you get wiped out, and then the protocol gets hacked, or the protocol, there's so many things that could happen. It's also extremely important to be using hardware wallets to split up your funds on different hot wallets. You do not want to lose your hard-earned money by somebody taking it, or by somebody rugging, or just being very unlucky. And it's a very touchy but important topic, to be honest. Risk versus reward in crypto, especially when it comes to the meme coins we've been talking about. But it's super important to stay safe and stay solvent. For the handful of people that you see those P&Ls that are showing hundreds of thousands of dollars, like hitting it from Whiff or Chill Guy or Peanut, hundreds and thousands are losing. And that's the reality. And you don't want to get lured into that fast money, quick money. This stuff takes time. Building a portfolio for yourself, for ages, to pass on to your kids, to see something with real substance, right? And you really need to avoid overexposure and manage your risk. It's extremely important. We also have a video on the best tools to use, so you can do your research on like where to find the tokens that are trending, find tokens that are doing the best in those specific categories, like meme tokens, Solana ecosystem. If you think the BNB chain is going to do great, then you could explore the BNB chain. Also having tools like DEX tools to build out your favorites list, so you could track your favorite meme coins and to see how they're performing, tracking wallets, whatever it may be, having a strategy, having the tools, and release a video that I'll post in the comments, which are the top tools to use in 2025 in crypto. You can stay up to date also by checking out our website. We have a bunch of topics for beginners that are extremely helpful. We have our academy coming with some really great value your way, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. And the next week, we are going to be releasing our list of tokens, how our portfolio looks like, and the picks that we think are going to do well. So again, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.